listening to the Coin Flip podcast. So I'm on episode 3 now of this little manic phase that I went through that I had to get some stuff out there. This is probably my favorite episode. I think this will be your favorite episode as well. We're going to be talking about finding the right coin for you. And I'm very excited for this one because now we're about to grab all the pieces from the previous 4 episodes and we're about to put them together. But before we get there, I want to tell you you can listen to us on all streaming platforms. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google, Amazon. We're on YouTube as well. So if you are tuned in listening, you can also watch us and we have some visuals up. I'm creating a Dropbox. So when you find this, there will be not a Dropbox, a Google Drive. So when you find this, if you're listening, you can go to the links that I have provided. And I also want to state I am not a financial advisor, especially in this episode. This episode is helping you make sound decisions. So if you need financial advice, go find a financial advisor because I'm not him. So I think I'll talk to you guys on the flip. Where to begin? Where do we want to start? Well, you're getting into crypto and you want to you want to put money into it because you believe that it's a growing sector. So, first thing you need to measure is your risk tolerance. How much are you willing to invest in an initial amount? And then how much do you want to invest after that? The best way to invest is to start with an initial amount and then increase or put maybe a fixed amount in after that. So, what you want to understand about the crypto market is there are, I want to say, four phases that it goes through. And I'm going to put that on my screen right now. It goes through 4 phases. And the first phase is Bitcoin. So the money flows into Bitcoin and it causes a enormous price surge. You don't know where this price surge is coming from, but it kind of just comes up out of nowhere. I always tell people I fell asleep one day and Bitcoin was at this price. That's essentially how it goes. And you want to be there. You want to be able to be there before it goes up because if you don't, you have risk. You're at larger risk. So you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, which are large market cap coins. You got mid cap coins, and then you have altcoins, which those still include Ethereum and large cap. But when it becomes altcoin season, it is full on mania. Everyone, you can almost do no wrong in the market, and it feels as if money is fake. But let me tell you something about alt season. There's a come down to alt season, and it's not pretty. So Bitcoin is the largest coin by market cap. So if you want a coin that's going to be stable, that you're not going to have to worry about, let's say 5 years down the road, I say Bitcoin is the way to go. And I say that because it's it acts as if the grandfather of all of crypto. It is a store of value and is treated almost the same as gold. If you know anything about the gold market, it's used as a hedge against inflation. So Bitcoin is the way to go if you just want to be safe, secure, and have a consistent amount of growth. Now, you have Ethereum as well, which is the number 2 coin. That is a platforming coin. We're going to get into that shortly, what a platforming coin is. So, Ethereum is the second largest coin by market cap, and it actually has use, and it's being used every day. And it's really responsible for a lot of the coins as they run on what you call the Ethereum network or the Ethereum chain. So, Ethereum has a has performance where it almost is really outperforming Bitcoin, and everyone's talking about. what we call the flippening, which is Ethereum eventually flipping Bitcoin in market cap. Will that happen? No one knows. Will people try to say it's going to happen? All the time. And there's a little overlapping phase. It's hard to know when these phases are happening because there's a little overlap phase where money's flowing into Ethereum, but it's not necessarily keeping up with Bitcoin. And Ethereum kind of goes back and forth until it eventually starts outperforming Bitcoin. Now, after money flows from Ethereum, it goes into the large caps. So you have the one and the two coin; those lead the market. They take off, and you can assume that the rest of the market is going to take off not shortly after, but sometime after. You just don't know when. And that's the thing with all this investor stuff. You don't know when. You don't want to try to predict when. So the best thing to do is to really just sit on your hands. I was watching a TikTok the other day, and this guy said, if you sit on your hands for the next 90 days, you should make money in this market. And I agree with that. I think I think that with the way that the sentiment is going right now, and every is really positive. We just got approved for an ETF, a futures based ETF, and everyone's kind of warming up to Bitcoin. So I think we are looking pretty positive. But you know, I'm not here to talk price action or anything. I'm right now. I want you guys to figure out how to find your coin. So when it goes into the large cap phase, this is Ethereum will still be outperforming Bitcoin, and the coins that are in the top 30, like top 50, they're just going to start going up at an uncontrollable amount as well. And when that happens, there's it's just so much mania, so much happiness. It's just a really positive environment. But like I said, you got to try to keep your emotions out of it, and you got to have a plan. That's the most important thing. You have to have a plan. So when you see certain prices, take profits. You know, that's the best way to go about it. You want to be an emotionless trader. So you have mid caps and large caps. Those are a little bit riskier. They are not a guaranteed bet, but they most for the most part they have a solid foundation around them. They have what you call a use case. Now, use case is a word that's thrown around in the crypto community, and it basically means a coin that is being used. Utility. So you want to find a good coin with a good utility. But before you do that, I want you to find your sector. There are so many, and I mean so many coins, 13,000. I can't tell you every sector. I can't tell you every coin. I always have people coming up to me like, hey, Carlos, what do you think about this coin? Hey, or text me, hey, what do you think about this coin? And I'm like, you gotta give me like 15, 20 minutes to find something to want. And even then, I'm just giving you like a quick little 20-minute analysis. I don't know anything about the coin. I have my own sector that I like. I've been working in banking for probably 3 years now. So I like banking and finance. That's my little niche. That's my little hub. I stick to it. Now, I understand other sectors, but I understand finance and banking structure the most. So some of the sectors that are out there, you have some education, you have platforming coins. So you have coins like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. Those are like the three. Oh, Binance, but Binance Coin is a exchange, and it has a platform too. But when I call them platforms, it's because it's a platform where smart contracts can be built. So that's why it's called platforming. You have gaming, you have banking, you have payments for a sector. You have decentralized exchanges, which I'm actually about to get into shortly, and you have layer two protocols. Now, I'm not too versed on layer two protocols, so I'm not gonna get too deep on those. But once you find out the sector that you want, you look for a use case. And I can't really tell you a way to find a use case. Actually, I can. You want to, so you find your sector, and then I want you to go on YouTube, type in top coins in whatever sector you're in. So top finance coins or top gaming coins. These people will give you ideas. Don't take their word 100%. I do recommend you finding a YouTuber that you like, or finding a couple YouTubers that you like and you feel like you can trust, but don't take their word for it 100%. Do your own research always. And what they would do, they would give you ideas of coins that you didn't even know about. Like I said, there's 13,000 coins out there. So they'll give you good ideas of a good base of where you want to go. And so once you do that, you have to find out where to buy, how to buy, and this is one of the biggest limitations in the crypto market because there is so much trickery sometimes when you're trying to buy things. But let me take you on Coin Market Cap. If you click on a coin, it will tell you the exchanges that they're listed on. So we gave you three big exchanges, and those exchanges are those exchanges have a lot of coins, but there's some coins that don't necessarily have exchanges. So I just pulled up Cardano. It's listed on Binance, it's listed on Coinbase, and it's listed on KuCoin, and it's listed on an exchange called Gate.io. So those are a bunch of exchanges right there. So Binance and Coinbase are pretty big. You should be able to find them on there with pretty easily. So you're gonna be able to find the large cap coins on most exchanges, and that's a good thing. That's normally a good sign. That means that the coin is solidified in the crypto market and it has a good backbone. Now, if you want to get into the mid cap coins, if you want to take more risk and get into the mid cap coins or the small cap coins, then you may have to take an extra step into buying those coins. Now I'm gonna tell you again, you just look up how to buy that coin. I can't I could tell you how to buy it, but there is so many different ways to. It's likely that you'll be using a decentralized exchange, and a decentralized exchange is essentially an exchange that's off platform, and you put in one coin, usually the coin that platform you're buying it on. So for example, if it's on the Ethereum chain, you would use Ethereum in order to swap it for the coin that you want to buy. Now these coins hold a lot more risk, and let me tell you why. If the market cap is lower, that means they don't have as much volume in in their market. So like we talked about liquidity in the last episode, when Bitcoin goes down, the market goes down. So Bitcoin, for example, in May went down 50%. The coins below it all saw at least a 70 to 80% dip. So they saw a lot more drastic decreases. But on the other side of that, there's a large there could be a higher upside. So Bitcoin could go up 30% and the coin you have could go up 130%. So 100% more than Bitcoin. But it's not a guarantee, and it's a little bit riskier. Some people will say it's gambling. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that it could be seen as gambling, but if you buy something with some solid fundamentals with a outlook on a 5 to 6 year outlook, you will you will probably be successful. But that's why you have to be unemotional, because if you're emotional, you're not gonna be able to last that 5 to 6 years. So mindset is huge in finding the right coin for you. So now I want to transition this into, is there a way to earn more? So I'm going to introduce a new topic to you. I'm going to introduce it to you very briefly. But for some coins, specifically the proof of stake coins, there is a way to earn more coins as if you're earning interest at a bank. It actually is earning interest because it's an APY based on the amount of coins that you have. So you can earn more coins by putting your sometimes putting your amount of coins that you have, putting your balance in a what you call a staking pool. You could put it in a liquidity pool, or there are some banking apps out there that you can earn interest on. But the banking apps usually work for the larger cap coins, so not the smaller ones. But you want to see if there's any way that you can earn more coins, because once you like a coin, you want to be able to get as much of it as possible. Jack was on the last episode and he stated he had $40 of Bitcoin. Now, to the Bitcoin maximalists out there, that makes them roll over in their graves. So, uh, when you have, so it's what you don't want to worry about the US dollar value so much. You want to worry about the amount of coins you have actually. So Jack should have said he had 0.00000761 of a Bitcoin, but nobody does that. So I'm not going to hold you guys to that. But there, if you go on like the internet, you're going to see people saying, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. I don't know what you mean. Why are you saying Bitcoin equals 60K? But that's a thing in the community. Don't get caught up in that. We will get you taken care of. So that leads me into my last topic before I let you go. And you guys, I'm glad you have listened to this point. Let me tell you about the coin that I like the most. And when I do this, I'm not telling you to buy this coin. I'm telling you how I found this coin, why I like this coin, and that's in a little bit of a story about what's been happening with this coin. So, Cody Network, COTI. This anybody that knows me knows this is my favorite coin. And the reason why this is my favorite coin is because Jacob told me about stable coins. And what a stable coin is, it is a coin pegged to a currency. So we have examples of some stable coins like USDT, which is Tether, and then USDC. These two coins are pegged to the American dollar. So they don't change in value. They follow the American dollar's value. So it's a way to basically take your funds from one crypto and put it into USD and not have to worry about your funds crashing. So what Cody is actually a stablecoin provider who is create who has a new type of technology that and they want to create decentralized payments, and they want to bring merchants on, governments on, and it's just I'm extremely bullish on it. I say I'm bullish on it because it is the world's first blockchain that is optimized for this type of thing. There are other payment solutions out there, but they're not stablecoin providers. So stablecoins are actually a game changer in this market because they're a safe haven, almost you can call it, and they're also a liquidity provider in decentralized exchanges. So I found Cody from I was on Twitter one day. One coin that I owned was going up, and so I was looking it up on Twitter to see where it was going, like what people were saying about it because it was hot. I was feeling euphoric. So they were saying theta is this, theta is that, and then somebody said this is the next theta, and so I pulled up the coin and I saw it and I pulled up its website. Now, if you go on Coin Market Cap, they usually have the website for the coin that you're looking at. They have the website listed, and here it is. They have the website linked there. So I'm pulling up the website. I explored the website. They have a video. It says "Watch how Cody works." Uh, you just have so much information there, and you can read, you can make your own decision. I like lived with this website for a while, and then I also followed them on social media. And what I learned is that their CEO, he frequently does video updates on what's going on with Cody, what's happening here. They have the CEO, that CEO team right here, or not CEO team, the admin team right here. It tells you about all their experience and everything. And what this does is it makes you feel, I would say, secure because he makes a video every week, or not every week, every other week, or they release an article on what's happening, and you feel like you're investing in a startup company almost. except a startup company with immense potential. So this is my favorite coin. Um, I don't want to talk about price action or anything. It just recently got listed on Coinbase, which is really good news. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. This is a really touching the base episode. I haven't what I think we're getting close to wrapping up season 1. So I'm going to do like a frequently asked questions episode to finally wrap up season 1. So please submit questions that you may have, and I'll get them all answered or get them mostly answered. And when you do this, we're what my plan is for like our regular episodes is we're gonna have a spotlight coin of the week. We're gonna have a financial literacy tip for the week, and then we're gonna talk about some news in the crypto market and break down the news. Basically, what I want you guys to be able to do is to read the news and be able to react to it or be able to analyze what this news means. So that's the direction I'm taking the podcast in. And thank you for listening. Make sure you follow us on socials. Give us 5 stars. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on the podcast apps. We're on Instagram at the Coin Flip Pod. And thank you for listening. Catch you guys on the flip.